Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Oh, the new skins? I haven't. I got the, I loaded the skins pack, but I haven't checked it out yet. Now, that this new skins pack that, that 6 put up, is that it in yeah, is that in addition to the existing one, or is that gonna replace the old skins? Replaces them? Okay, alright. LS6. Yeah, so you're not running the old skin pack? Okay, so you just put this one on top of it. Yeah, you just, yeah, okay. How big was the skin pack? The upload's relatively small, isn't it? Well, then maybe it is a replacement. Let me see how big it is. Oh yeah, 2.6 gigs. Well, no, the original one is 5.6 gigs. So this might just be an add-on. Interesting. Yeah, the original combined skin pack I think has Heelys and fixed frame. Um, so this might be an add-on. Just put it on top of it. Interesting. That's a lot of picking. All right. I'll confirm it with 6.
I'm tired of World War II.
Yeah.
Hey! I can't do it with the slow system. Where's Kiwi at? Hey, check, I had to update the MIA.
I saw that.
Yeah. Like none of my controls were working, all that crap, and I realized there was accidentally got an extra parenthesis put into it.
Nice.
And then all my controls came back. It was frustrating. I deleted all my radio controls, which I don't really use
Holy
anyways,
shit.
So now all my voice attack, all that crap's working again.
Sweet. The new skins, those are added on to the existing skin pack, right? It's not a replacement for it.
Those are a replacement. So
Really?
you don't have to have one massive skin pack. You're just a helo guy and you don't care about jets or any...
oh, that's why it's smaller. That's why it's a lot smaller. Okay.
The helo skin pack will be mandatory. So you get objects and skins that we screenshots, all that are cool. And then, Then in the unofficial, we'll have the fixed wing, which has all the bombs and rocket pods. And I added a few more skins to look as well. Other than that, some beautiful ones that Sletner did.
Yeah. Good.
TV in the server.
Yep.
Yeah.
What you flying?
Vegan.
Ah. The vegan. Doesn't have anything mapped, and I haven't learned navigation or the... I've done some takeoffs, but I did one takeoff training. And it was kind of explaining the takeoff bar and the waypoint.
Yeah, it's the reasonably simplistic sort of thing, but it seems to work.
And I haven't got it.
Yeah, my VOR needle's not responding at Glenzik. I don't know why. I turn it on and the needle deviates the way you'd expect it to, but it doesn't. It doesn't react when I'm flying.
That's strange. DC said you had to reinstall DCS to get.
Yeah, I know him and I know Gizzy and DC were fighting around with it, going back and forth. But at least I'm assuming their needle was working. My needle's not even working. I mean, when I turn it on, I dial the frequency. You can see the needle deviate the way you'd expect it, but I can't get it to move as I navigate.
Okay. So, get the VOR in. VOR turned on. You get a sound off the VOR?
Yeah, I get the right frequency in.
And you have it set to VOR, not ADF? Well, no, one's always on VOR. Two's always on ADF and one's on VOR ADF, right?
Well, the RCI is usually on ADF, and I did turn that on to VOR. You're talking about the radio compass indicator, the one on top of the CDI. Yeah, I switched that back and forth. No joy.
What airport?
Glenzik, the one for the, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the one, jungle map.
Got it. Give it a try.
The VOR is 114.3, if I read it right.
Shit, I didn't turn all my fucking mods back on. That's why it's kicking me from the server.
Oh, wait a minute. I think that needle may have jumped to the other side when I wasn't looking.
You set the proper heading and all that?
Well, I didn't set any headings because I couldn't get the needle to move.
Okay, that's why, because you might not be near. So you should be able to twist the heading around until that thing lines up. That means you're on that radial.
Yeah, I went 360 on that. I'm doing it again.
And then make sure you're not doing it on the field.
Yeah, yeah, wait a minute. No, it's moving now. Yeah, I flew over the field. It's starting to move.
Okay.
Maybe
yeah,
I was too close.
You get into the capture zone.
Okay, yeah. Let me fly out. Oh, that's cool. That's good. I'm glad.
But it's the.
Because I'm thinking when you're too close, the needle is hypersensitive. It bounces all around. When you're close, because the radial is not as wide, but
It's only a degree.
yeah.
At,
let me fly out there.
It's a mile wide. It's 60 miles.
Oh, that's cool because I didn't want to have to dick around with this.
It's taking them years to fix this crap. Now, and you know what's annoying? Did they ever put a bunch of VORs in Vegas? So first they just dropped some DVDs.
I haven't been in that map in months.
That's a good one to fly instruments.
What's the VOR frequency here, Chuck?
114.3. They ruined the NTR map with the last couple of updates. They just destroyed the terrain. It's like a ghost town. Yeah. All the grass is gone. All the terrain is gone. It's ridiculous.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. They're probably They're probably rewriting shit and getting ready, and they made a mess of it.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
I flew on the other day, but I was just doing the Vegas raid mission.
For good old times.
I was rebuilding it. Looking for simple.
Actually, you know what? Bomb spent a lot of time on that about a month or so ago. We spent a lot of time. He redid the whole thing.
Deleted a whole bunch.
Well,
Took
what
my old
happened is,
one and moved it.
well, what happens when they changed the map? They
Yeah,
actually they relocated buildings, so
Yeah, I
the buildings
noticed
weren't
that.
there anymore. It was hilarious, but he just went nuts on it. He wouldn't give up on it. We got it working. We got all the triggers going.
Yeah, I just took my original one and moved it to where he did, and it's just and kept all the infantry. Work. I'm still testing it.
Hey Huck, I'm just an autopilot. I'm dicking around in the cockpit. You're welcome to follow me, but I'm not going anywhere in particular. I'm just doing some testing. Nothing. I was just an asshole. I think it's all good. Yeah.
Turn on the lights in this thing.
What are you in? The big dead to your right hand side.
You know,
Breaking right.
Dev room's done an English cockpit for this.
it won't do me any good because I don't think I can read it in the Rift.
Yeah,
Try.
they're going to do one of their own apparently as well. So the lights are defined there on the right.
No, which ones?
Just right by the yellow handle there on the side of the seat. It's got anti-coal, lantern. The 4 switches. So if you put your right hand down beside your bum, right there.
What about interior lights?
They're on the other side, I think.
That's alright. Sounds like my engine's pulsing. Skip.
Hey Huck, by the way, I took another look at that stuff we were talking about, and through the whole climb out, my cyclic never went right of midline. Right. So I was always fighting a right roll. I mean, I had to go less left, but never right of midline.
Heck, this thing not letting me.
Well, oh, okay. No, I thought you were saying you were right of the midline. Yeah, I got you. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's for me. It's always left cyclic, and depending on what your speed is, and as you're transitioning, it's less left, but never right of midline. I mean, at least in my hands, and from what I understand from the book, I've actually found some other nice articles on that, by the way, that I'll share with you at some point.
What's it? What Huey Black Magic you read about?
Oh no, we were talking about climb outs and right roll during climb out, aerodynamic effects, difference between TFE and the symmetry of lift.
So the right roll should only be, feel it right during that transverse flow, 10 to 20 knots.
Well, transverse flow is going to be a left.
Which way is the rotor turning? Transverse flow. The effect. So transverse flow, the back half of the rotor system is less efficient.
It's so the nose, the transverse flow effect. The nose is going to come up, so it's going to translate.
You got to remember everything rotates 90 degrees, so the back half is less efficient.
Right.
Therefore, the right side.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah. The nose comes up and it's felt 90 degrees to the left, so the left side's going to come up.
Or the right side dips, but the nose popping up.
So we're rolling right. No, but we're talking. Yeah. So you need left cyclic to counter that.
True, but the nose popping up isn't transverse flow. That's ETL.
Yeah, no, I understand. No, I was just going through the steps to get to that, because transverse flow effect, the back half of the rotor has less lift than the front half.
Well, technically more drag, but yes. Oh shit, I'm out of control. It has a higher reduced flow. Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
That's your right roll, and then your blowbacks from your ETL.
Dissymmetry of lift.
Effective transition left out around the dirty air. Yeah, you're right.
Well, ETL is not a aerodynamic phenomenon. That's a phase, a concept. It's the dissymmetry of lift that generates the blowback, and that happens to occur during the ETL.
Not an aerodynamic phenomenon.
It's the symmetry of lift really describes the aerodynamics. The ETL is the phase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the you know. But Huck made some really good observations. You know, for a beginner, he really looks at things critically.
And then also, some of that comes from, again, transverse flow and downwash on the rotor systems. And downwash on the body of the aircraft.
The transverse flow effect?
Transverse flow affects your pitch.
Well, what happened? Yeah, because the induced flow is more vertical. So the angle of attack is reduced, so it's less lift in the posterior half of the rotor frame.
True, but also when it's slower speeds and the airflow is more vertical, it hits the ass end of the aircraft, it hits your stabulator and pushes your nose back.
Oh, yeah.
So you notice, notice when you're screwing with the pitch or the collective, you move that up and down, that's why your nose pitches. Some of it's transverse, a lot of it's transverse flow. At lower speed, it's downwash.
Yeah.
Look at this thing trimming. What the heck?
I leaned over to pick up the telephone and the stick fell forward.
Oh, I'll leave to tell you.
Not ideal when you're only a couple of 100 feet.
Yeah, I was about to climb up, sorry.
Oh, Huck, you're still on me. Yep. Sorry, bud. I was just sticking around and looking around with.
Also, I don't know if
Yeah,
DCS.
it was fun.
I don't know if DCS modeled that all right. No, they didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure how well they modeled all those effects.
Which? Yeah, yeah. That's what I was telling Huck. I said, don't hang your head on too much.
Only because I don't know. I remember feeling it more in the Jet Ranger. I don't feel it as much in the Blackhawk. A lot of that's weight and stability systems.
Mhm.
I don't know, like the Huey.
I think that I don't know. For the climb out, I think the climb out is pretty good in the Huey. At least it fits all my expectations in terms of what to expect. As you increase airspeed, those roll effects are less dramatic. And then coning takes over. And then coning will also make you roll in the same direction.
User joined your channel. Over.
Yeah, but that's hard to. You really feel stuff in DCS where it's.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm just having a theoretical conversation with Huck.
Yeah.
And, at lower speeds, it's the transverse flow effect that generates the roll. As you leave ETL, you get to higher speeds. Then coning generates the same dissymmetry of lift.
How is coning? Never really talked much about coning. Only in high powered maneuvers where you get what's it called? Transient torques and transient grip fumes.
In level flight, if you get coning, the fore part of the rotor is more parallel, so the induced flow is better for the angle of attack, whereas the posterior, the aft half of the rotor frame is the airflow is coming almost on top of the blades. Think of it that way. So it reduces the angle of attack, so it's less efficient. And that's very similar to the TFE, and it reduces the it'll make you roll to the right. So some describe a rule of thumb as coning as the reason for rolling right at higher speeds and TFE at lower speeds. Now, whether it's
then you also have
what
symmetry of lift going to be trying to force you to roll the opposite way.
Yeah.
So when do they counter each other?
Yeah.
Plus.
When does it overpower?
Yeah. Well, you hit retreating blade stop, but
the flapping effect is more apt to obviate the dissymmetry of lift than it is the coning, because when
because that's going to depend on the rotor system.
Yeah, that's right. Depends on how it's articulated. But the flapping and the built-in changes in the swash plate counteract the symmetry of lift a lot, more so than coning. At least that's the explanation that I've seen for it. And that's the other thing is
pinky switch.
When the nose is going up and down with your collective, the increased angle of attack, the increased torque in the rotor blade, that accentuates the symmetry of lift at low medium speeds, and that's why your nose goes up and down.
Yeah, it's good.
Oopsie daisies.
Also, a big part of that, well, some of that is you got a wing attached to your collective.
Put stabilizer, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I hopped out. I wanted to check something. I forgot it was pinky switch to open up my damn reversers.
And I was on the ground. Oh, you didn't think I was going to stop, did you? I slid for about 30 meters.
Be right back, Elias.
Cool.
User left your channel.
All right, we'll take a little break. I'll be back. Good job, Huck.